thumbnail right and hit the darn button. Let me fix this. Tilt it down a little bit. All right, get up here. You better get squeaky. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you dropped her. Get her. Go get her. Go get up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get up here. Get squeaky. You better get her. Get her up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get up here. Look, there's already people in here. You're messing me up. Hang on. I'm trying to get on. There we go. All right. I'm getting on the phone here. Look, got a notification of my own self. Jimmy, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Hey, John Esper. Yeah, I got a Bucky's Christmas shirt on. Oh, William's about to eat some gumbo. That sounds good. I just got done eating, William. Just got done cleaning up the kitchen. Yeah, John, I think the high tomorrow, well, in the morning, it's supposed to be in the 20s here, but the wind chill is supposed to be like -4 is the latest that I've heard. Hey, Angie. Hey, Angie, thanks for coming in. Let's see. Oh, yeah, before I forget, see if I can do it right here. No, I won't be able to do it on this one. Hold on a minute. I got to stick my finger up here. Let's see, and then Leslie's in here too. Hey, Leslie, I missed yours. Natalie. Hey, Natalie. Hey, William, you see what I did, William? That's what I was doing. And Jimmy's saying hey to everybody. I figured I'd go live here for just a little bit. Notice I'm at home and not mobile, and I'll explain that here in a little bit. I'll wait till a few more come in. Thank you, Angie. Yeah, I like it too. It's got that design on the. I'll show the back of it right quick. Without trying to show my butt. Here, get that. You better get up here. Yeah. That's your favorite one now. Yeah, that's your favorite one because you got a present. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. Boy, my phone is delayed bad. Let me get it. There we go. Now I got my phone back live. At least I'm trying to. Let's see. TME TV. Hey, Teresa. I'm sure Tommy's working, so I'm sure this is Teresa. I'm here now. Now we can begin. That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna let a few more. Teresa. John says the hotels in Pigeon Forge are still price gouging people. I wanted to come down there next Wednesday, and the hotels were still charging $169 a night. I think I'll just wait till middle of January. Yeah, John. Right after that first week in January, I think, or right after New Year's, then prices. I mean, they'll go down. It'll be dirt cheap at the hotels because that's excuse me. That's what I'm waiting for. Is that? James, you're not late. You can't. You got to remember. I've told it in here before. Nobody's ever late in my channel. You come in when you want to. You leave when you want to. You watch if you want to, or you chat if you want to, or you do both if you want to. Don't matter to me. But yeah, you're never late. And I gave William the wrench too because he's been coming in pretty much about every time I'm live. I mean, I hadn't met him in person or anything like that, and there's still quite a few y'all in here I haven't met in person yet. But still, yet though, my regulars though, I know who my regulars are, so that's why I was gonna do it the other night with him, but then I decided to wait till the night because I figured I might go live, and of course, sure enough, I am going live, but I got a reason why I'm going live. Yeah, James, I did too. I just finished, and I just finished cleaning the kitchen up. Did you hear the sirens? Did you hear the sirens? Hope one is ever. Hope everyone is geared up for this crazy weather. Yeah, I know it. I know it. I was wanting to do the grocery store today, but it looks like I'm going to have to get out in the darn cold tomorrow and just tough it out. I'll bundle up. Of course, I'm going to go to breakfast in the morning anyway. So I'll scoot up just a little bit. So I know I'll be out in it for a little bit. TMA TV says just finished my coconut cake and have cornbread in the oven for dressing. Trying to do as much as I can so it's not hard on Christmas. Yeah, I hear you, Teresa. I gotta cook Saturday, Christmas Eve party that I got. I'll have church, and then I'll come home and cook, and then I'll go to the party. William says, hopefully meet you next year. I have 4 vacations to take. That's cool, William. Yeah. I'm sure I'll still be going live next year, Lord willing. So whenever you know that you're coming, just let me know on one of my lives, or you can make a comment on one of my videos. Either way, I'll see it. And then I'll let you know whether if I'm there or if I can be there. Either way. Hey, Ed. Tootsie says, please pick up my toy for me. Hey, you go down there and get your own toy. Get your Squeaky. You gonna go get Squeaky? You've played with that thing. Let's see. Leslie says, guess who got COVID 3 days before Christmas for the very first time? I'll give you a hint. Holy moly. Are you serious, Leslie? How you feeling? I mean, I'm guessing it's you, Leslie. That's what I'm thinking, Teresa. Because James is asking who also. And then I really hadn't talked to anybody today, and there's a reason behind that too, which I'll tell it here in just a little bit. I'm waiting to see if any other of the regulars come in here in the next little bit, and that way I can just tell it all at one time, so nobody has to watch the rerun. Oh Lord, Leslie. Hey, Dry Creek. Hey, thanks for coming in. Leslie says, it's me. I'm fine though. Really nothing wrong with me. Caroline had it too, but she's just got a stuffy nose and sore throat, nothing more. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, James, I see where there's 13 in here. But I know Dennis is at the fire department because I was talking to Teresa, but she said she'd come in, so I'll wait on her. And then Life of Mountain Folk, they normally come in. That's about I know Joshy will probably come in too, but he usually comes in later. And of course, Vacation Station, I never know with him. He stays busy all the time, which is fine. And Joshy does too. Yeah, everybody's praying for Leslie. Dry Creek says, oh no, Leslie. Angie says, I hope you feel better, Leslie. Leslie says, we thought it was just sinus. And then Jimmy says, hey to TME TV and Dry Creek. And then Leslie's thanking everybody. And then Ed's saying, hey to Dry Creek, Merry Christmas. TME TV says, I'm so sorry, Leslie. I've been lucky so far. I mean, I know I've had it. I've had it probably a couple times now. But like Leslie says, though, These last two I've had hadn't were the. I guess really it's only been one since the first one. This latest episode I had there a month ago or so. I mean it was rough on me, but it wasn't like it was when I first got it 2 years ago or whenever it came out. Let's see, Dry Creek saying hey to Jimmy and Merry Christmas to Ed. Leslie says it's our first time, Tracy. The Lord has protected us for years. Kicking it. What's up, y'all? Merry Christmas. Hey, Scott. I take it this is Scott because it didn't say Eli or anything. I appreciate you coming in, Scott. Hey, Scott. On that note, that the Griswold Family Vacay channel. That was something else last night. It definitely wasn't for kids last night. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that at all. I had a pretty good time in that show last night. I know you were at work, so I don't know if you got to see it or not. But Fred and Connie was telling about it, but I didn't know it was going to be like what it was. And Connie, Fred's wife, she's down with something also. I don't know if it's COVID or what it is, but I know she's under the weather. That's what he said last night. And I gotta get me a drink too, because where I've ate here, you want to sit beside me. Grab me a drink right quick. I'll get caught up here in just a second. That's better. Let's see. Okay, there. Larry. Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming in, Larry. I'm trying to get Leslie to lick me in the mouth so I can get it and get it over with. Leslie, you're not going to kiss your husband. And she's probably trying to protect you, Larry. But I get what you're saying. Just go ahead and give it to me and get it over with. James says, how was the hot chocolate from Highway 55? It was good. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely cheap. It was definitely cheap. But it's still not Miss Marie hot chocolate worthy. TME saying, hey, Jimmy. Natalie says, that was a huge cup of cocoa. Yeah, well, it is. That's large. That darn cup you get at Dario when I got that milkshake at one time for $5 and change. You know, it wasn't what? Yay big, something like that. And that was their large. Leslie says, I don't know if I said this before, but Tootsie has the best posture. Oh, I appreciate that. I don't think you have, Leslie, but I mean, that's all right, though. I appreciate that. She'll, every now and again, she'll do, if she hears something, car going by. Every now and again, she'll, do like a little posture type stance, and she even does it on the bed, and it's usually because she's wanting me to do something, either pet her, play fetch, or feed her, or something. Teresa, TMA TV says, Larry, you're rotten. And Larry says, I know, Teresa, it's true. Dry Creek says, geez, at Larry. Jimmy says, hey to Scott, what's up? William says, I miss more than I get right now on the games. I miss more than I get right on them games. Right. Same here with now. Christmas Vacation. I blistered that one, and that's just cause I know that movie by heart. I mean, I know I missed a few, but it's one of them where the ones I missed, I don't pay that kind of detail to the movie. Other than that, though, I've got that movie down pat. But yeah, all the rest of them, though, I knew I wasn't going. But I still enjoyed it, though. Angie's saying, hey to TMA TV. Larry says, Larry's laughing at Dry Creek. Teresa, TMA TV, she's asking everybody who else has had it so far. I know I can't 100% or 90% or even 5% say that I've had it because I've never been tested. But I know that first go around, I had the symptoms that they said that it would give you. So that's all I can base it on. I hadn't never went and got any shots. I just take medicine, get my bed sheets, wrap up, sweat it out of me. I'm still here. That's all I can tell you. Uh, let's see. There's Fred and Connie. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. Let everybody, if you don't mind, how's Connie doing this evening, and let us all know in here. Because I know last night you said she was under the weather. Yeah, yeah, I'm preparing for the Polar Express or Siberian. The what's the other? The winter. The uh, main part of winter. That gummit, I can't get that part out, but anyhow. Uh, Leslie says I ain't licking his mouth. Scott says we've had COVID 4 times. It's great having a wife that's a nurse. She brings everything home to us. Yeah, hell, Scott, y'all ought to be good and immune to a lot of stuff. Love Mountain Folk says, hey to TME TV, 3 of the 4 of us, but probably all of us. We'll check. We'll check in the morning. And then Teresa's laughing at Leslie, and Leslie says, just me and Caroline here. Teresa, the others haven't come down with anything yet. And then Fred Connie saying, hey to Scott. It's probably just Fred still, I bet. Kicking It Country saying, hey, Jimmy. William says, my wife's sister has it. She was in ICU for 2 days and now in a private room. That's good, William. At least that's a good improvement that they've got her out of the ICU. TMA TV, I think some people are just more susceptible than others. That's right. It affects everybody different. I mean, I know that. I knew that after it all, after I got it and after they kept reporting there probably 3 months into it or something, I come to figure out that it affects everybody different. I mean, but that's just me. That's my thoughts on it. I'm sure I'll get crap over thinking like that, but oh well. I mean, like I said, been 2 years. TME, let's see, Harvey says, I agree, Teresa. So Leslie's thinking the same. And pretty much all of us in here right now is like-minded anyway. That's what I love about this. Scott says, hey, Fred, hope everyone is doing good, praying for y'all. TME says, oh, William, dang, glad she's out of ICU. Life from Mount Folk says, thanks, Scott. I know in the morning, I'll know in the morning for me, but probably do because I now have 5 symptoms. Holy moly. So Fred's coming down with it, I guess. Scott says, yeah, Jeff, that Danny at Griswold family vacay can get pretty wild. Yeah, I learned that last night, Scott. I found that out real quick. I was like, holy moly. I mean, nobody said it, but where he was putting the quotes up to movies and stuff, he had one come up that had the F-bomb in it. And I was like, wow, this is the first live show I've watched that's had the F word in it. I got tickled. Let's see. Timmy says someone in our chat the other night has it. Yeah, I can't remember who that was, Teresa. Was it Dan? No, it wasn't Dan. It wasn't Dan the Mountain Man, I don't think. Who was it that had it? I can't remember now who. Hey, Virginia. Hey, thanks for coming in. Kicking It Country. Hey, William, praying for your sister-in-law. Angie saying, hey, Nellie says, winter vortex, Jeff. There you go. There you go, Nellie. Thank you. Appreciate that. Old Man Winter. That's what I was trying to, getting ready for Old Man Winter tomorrow. That's what I was trying to get out a minute ago. But thank you, Natalie. That helped me remember that. Larry says, being a respiratory therapist, working around it all the time, we've been blessed not to have it until now. I know it, Larry. You're right about that. Teresa says, hey to Life of Mountain Folk. Life of Mountain Folk saying, hey to Angie. Williams thanking Scott. Tana, hey. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I know you've been busy and stuff and having to watch my reruns. But I appreciate you doing that too. It says, "Hey Jeff, it's kind of like that show, The Walking Dead. Not everyone was subject to the virus. Some had immunity. Some had immunity in them." I don't know about that, Ed, because I'm an avid Walking Dead. If they got bit, they got it. They wasn't none of them immune to it. Uh, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm telling that right. Now like I said, when the older fellow, what was his name? Herschel. When Herschel got bit, though, they cut off his leg in time, so that way he wouldn't. And of course, he still probably could have died from it eventually, but the governor blowed his brains out, so you know, can't really never tell with that. But I know if you pretty much get bit though, you was a goner as far as on Walking Dead show. TME says, Larry, you or Leslie it's Larry, Teresa, but I know he'll answer. And then Scott saying, "Hey, Mrs. T." And then Leslie says, "Larry, I don't work." Donna's saying, "Hey, Scott." And Larry says, "Me, Teresa." Lee Harvey Oswald. And then Thomas saying, "Hey." Dry Creek says it was Gary. Okay, yeah, it was Gary. That's who it was. Yeah, it was Gary. Thank you, Robin Denise. Yeah, it was. It was Gary, the cable guy. And see, I ain't got to check on him today. I haven't got to say. I'm telling you, now that all y'all are pretty much in here. I mean, I know Teresa Jackson. She might be in here and just not chatting. I don't know. She said she'd because Dennis is at the fire department. But I'll tell y'all what all's went on today. Let me get caught up with you guys though first. TME says, "I feel horrible that I can't remember who had COVID the other night. Or do you know who they are? And we pray you get better." That's right. Hey, Teresa, I'm the same way. Especially like today. Today threw me a curve and made me just have my mind on certain stuff instead of trying to remember things. Angie says, "Merry Christmas to Tana." And then Ed says, "Hey Tana, Merry Christmas. Sorry I didn't get to talk to you the other night." And then Fred saying, "Hey" to Rob and Denise. And Thomas saying, "Hey." And Dry Creek saying, "Hey." Let's see. Larry says, "When Jeff looks at the camera, it looks like he has a pink flower in his." Yeah, I know what it's her. Sorry. It's her harness. It's her harness. And her rain jacket. And then, of course, I've got her sweater over here for tomorrow for sure. I'm about to bundle her up. Everybody's saying hey. I know I'm not reading it all because y'all are saying hey to each other. I'm just trying to get caught up so I can tell you the story. Teeing me up's funny. Chris Griffith. Okay, so that's relative to Ed, I'm guessing. Thanks for coming in, Chris. Okay, Fred. Hey, Merry Christmas, Fred. That was the thing I was going to tell them, but Merry Christmas to you and Connie. And I don't know if you answered or not. If you did, I missed it or didn't see it. How is Connie though? If you can tell right quick. Thomas says, "Hunkered down here for the winter storm, praying we don't lose power." Yeah, same here, Donna. I hope we don't lose power either. Virginia says, "Prayers for everyone under the weather. At times like this, I'm glad I'm retired from nursing. Quite a few of our family members have COVID more than once, but hubby and I have been able to avoid it." That's good, Virginia. I mean, you definitely don't want it, but then again, if you can get it and live through it, you get the immune system built up. Let's see. Timmy says, "Oh, that's right. What a horrible person." You're not a horrible person, Teresa. Good Lord. She says, "I'm hosting all the family on Christmas Day. I don't have time to be sick." Yeah, I know. I mean, right now is a tough time to get sick. I've been sick at Christmas before one time and missed out on uh, all day event as far as Christmas Day because I was down for the count. That's been a few years ago. Virginia says it's 45 for. Yeah, all we got was rain too, and I think I mean, I might, if I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I might get to see some snowflakes, but it's not going to turn the ground white or anything like that because it's going to be here and gone so fast. I mean, they don't even have our mountains in an advisory or warning or anything because they might get an inch maybe up where Scott lives and up in the mountains and stuff. Better this morning. We both went to the doctor. Better than this morning. We both went to the doctor. Okay, Fred. Thanks for letting me know. Y'all go lay down and get some rest. I appreciate you coming in. Uh, Scott says, "All right, finally got up on everything here. I hate when work gets in the way of you two." Okay. Hey, don't work too hard, buddy. I know you got next week off. Scott says, "Hey." I'm pretty much. Yeah, I know Tommy says y'all are horrible, Teresa, but don't pay him no attention. And we're all the same. I forget stuff too, and I mean that's the reason. That's the reason I like small channel. It's easier for me to keep up with stuff. But anyhow, so here's what I've had going on today. Tom says it's snowing here now. 3 to 6 with 50-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, I saw where places going to be like -70. And then Scott says, "I'll call and wake you up, Jeff, when it starts snowing. No advisory's too dang cold to snow." Yeah, I know it. Yeah, just send me a text, Scott. I mean, if it wakes me up, you won't be able to call me because I'll get to that here in a minute. Let's see. And Leslie says, "I don't qualify for the antiviral meds because I'm stinking healthy." David May. Hello from Montreal, Canada. Well, hello, David. Is it May or May? I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your last name right, David. So let me know if it's the first one, which is May, or the second one, May, because I'm not real sure. I want to pronounce it right, and that way I'll try to make a mental note of that. Yeah, storm's coming soon. You're right about that, David. And thanks for coming in too. Everybody's saying hey to David. It's May, but we add an E. Okay. That's what I say. I just wanted to make sure because I knew you said you're from Canada also, and I think they pronounce names a little bit different or pronunciations, whatever you want to call it. But thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that, David. So anyhow, well, Tana says that's what they were saying. It's coming. It just started snowing. Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to get a pretty good snow, but all that changed a few days ago, and now even the mountains are not going to really get to see anything. So right quick, I mean, y'all can still chat. Just you'll have to let me get caught up though. Woke up this morning, went to breakfast, ate breakfast, come back home, and got on my phone. This one here, you know, my one that gives me trouble all the time. Called my buddy up. As soon as I called, it said, "We cannot complete your call. You'll have to call customer service." You know, and instead of saying their name, I'm going to use Dumb Rising. So it's not hard to figure out who I'm talking about. Dumb Rising. And the reason I'm saying that, so when I realized what's going on, because I know they finally killed my service, I knew it was coming. I didn't really have any control over it. And so I go out to the shop and tell my boss or whatever, said, they finally killed my phone. I can't make any phone calls. And so he gives me a bill, an old bill or whatever. I light out and go to Hickory, try to get me a new one. and, you know, update or whatever, update to a newer phone so it'll work. Because this is on like 3G or something like that. So I got to have a 4G or higher phone support. And so I get down there. I sit there for an hour waiting to get seen. Finally get seen. And long story short, you know, I want I'm on the account, but I'm not on the primary list. It was just my mom and my uncle, and that's it. So with me not being on there, I couldn't do nothing. I said, I got the damn bill right here in front of me, count number and everything. I got all the information right here. Still won't do it. Gotta have Steve. Gotta have my uncle. I was like, well, son of a gun. So then I thought, well, hell, I'll just get my own plan. So I go start doing that. That turns into a fiasco. Something to do with he gets everything filled out and goes to submit it, and then I see on his little iPad, whatever you want to call it, tablet, and it says something about credit on hold or credit being checked or something like that. And I was like, why's that thing saying it's got my credit on hold? I don't make no sense to me. He said, well, sometimes it does that for a new customer, new client or whatever. He calls this crowd or whatever, his bosses or whoever. And then, so here we go. They send me an email. I've got to take a picture of my driver's license, send it to them. Well, I do all that on this phone. I get on Verizon, on Dumb Verizon's thing there that they told me to get on, and go to take the picture, and my phone says doesn't support that device. So, I mean, duh, my phone's outdated. I finally cussed him. I mean, because I was mad, and there's other people in that store mad too because they're having to wait as long as they're having to wait. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. So anyhow, I'm supposedly going to have all this fixed tomorrow, maybe tonight. He hadn't showed up tonight yet, but I mean, I know they stay up till 9 o'clock, so he could still show up tonight with my phone, but I'm figuring it's going to be tomorrow. Now, I just found out a little while ago, though, for the ones that's got my number, I can still get text. I don't know how, but Teresa, because I knew Dennis and Teresa was going to call me today, because I know they're back home, and they always let me know when they get back home safe. And I knew my phone wasn't working, and I thought, well, they ain't going to be able to get a hold of me because they don't do the social media mess. They won't do it. I can't even talk them into it. But anyhow, so I get Rob to let them know what's going on with my phone and stuff. And as soon as I do that, then I get a text from Teresa saying, hey, we're home, all right. And I was like, well, heck fire, I guess my text still works. I don't know how I'm still able to do the texting. And Rob says it must be the Wi-Fi. That's the only thing I know. So anyhow, that's the kind of day I've had, though. I mean, it's just been a fiasco, as Gary would say it. You know, ever since I've said that word, I've had another fiasco day. Hey, get over here. Get over here. Get up here. Come on. So anyhow, I'll get caught up on y'all's chats now. So that's the other reason I went live, was so I could tell y'all what went on today. So yeah, for the ones that has my number, I mean, I guess you can text me while I'm around Wi-Fi, I guess. Other than that, though, I'll let you guys know whenever I'm back up and running. My number should stay the same. Supposed to, at least, as long as nothing else goes wrong. But I'll just have to get all my contacts over into that other phone, and I'll have to do that myself, which is fine, because there's a lot of stuff I can get rid of, that as far as numbers that I have that I don't even use no more, or even people I don't hear from no more. So I'll get caught back up with you guys now. Let's see where I left off. Lord, y'all been talking to each other, I can tell. Okay, right here. Because there's where David let me know that it's May. as far as how to pronounce his last name. Virginia says, stay safe, Tana. We may GT an overnight of, oh, okay, we may get a overnight of snow. That's enough for me. And then David says, thanks, Larry. And Ed says, hey, Kicking It Country, Merry Christmas to you and your family. I know you were expecting fried chicken and you got COVID. Who, I don't think Scott's got COVID. I don't think Scott's got COVID. He's had it, but I don't think he's got it right now. And I could be wrong about that, Ed. I know he's at work right now. And Timmy saying, hey. David saying, hey. Oh, okay. Virginia says a covering of snow. Got you. Yeah, I was trying to figure it out, reading between the lines, Virginia, but I was struggling with that comment. Let's see. Chris is saying, hey, the Kicking It Country. Virginia says, me too. Tanya says, I have. Tana says, I have COVID, Scott. And then Larry says, he must be talking about T-Mobile. No, I'm not talking about T-Mobile, Larry. It's Dumb Rising. And then Dry Creek saying, hey, and Angie saying, be careful. Lord have mercy, your son's in negative 32 wind chill right now. That's crazy. And David says, what state are you in? If you're asking me, David, I'm in North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. And then Scott's laughing at Ed, and Thomas saying, thank you, where's your son? Talking to Angie. And then, yeah, because I knew Scott had been sick, but I know he wasn't right now. And then David saying, hey, to T and me. And then Angie saying, Nebraska, Tana. And then she's talking to Scott. Yeah, I'm glad y'all, yeah, horrible rising. There you go, Natalie. Appreciate that. That's a good one. I couldn't think. Before I went live, I was trying to think of how I was going to say it without saying the word. And dumb rising was the one that I came up with. But horrible rising, that's a good one. I like that one. Thank you, Natalie. I'm glad you came in tonight too, because it's been a while since I've seen you on live. Scott says cell phone carriers are such a ripoff. If there's one thing another than my wife that drives me nuts, it's dumb rising. Yeah, you're right. I'm telling you, I was fed up. I mean, I was almost just say heck with it. I'll have to go without a phone. I'll just do without. Virginia says try to find an email for you. And Scott saying, hey to Natalie. Natalie saying, hey, Kicking It Country. Ed says, Jeff, you have rain all day over there at your place, ain't you? I had, it was last night, a little bit this morning, but it quit before lunch and stuff. And the wind will start picking up here after a while, and then the temperature starts dropping after midnight here, if I remember right. And where there's a chance that I might see some snow at 3 in the morning, but if I don't wake up, then I won't see it. I mean, as far as by the time I do get up. William Smith, I've been thinking about deer sausage ever since you mentioned it. Yeah, my buddies, one of my buddies at work this morning, where he had gotten his deer jerky the other morning, or yesterday morning, I guess. He has it in his vehicle. Well, he keeps one of his windows rolled down, so he's got access to something or whatever because of his job or whatever. One Natalie, I guess gets home and forgets to put the window up and remembers, but he don't remember about the window. He goes for his deer jerky and it's gone. The bag's empty. And undoubtedly one of his cats got in there and had them a nice little feast because the window had been left down. That's a true story. Virginia says, I have that Dumb Rising Company too. I'm so angry at them. I told them we're sick where to stick the phone, and I got phone from another company. Yeah, and I come on, get up here. Hubby's phone. Yeah, I was about to that point too, but like I said though, I mean I'm already on a plan with them, but it's still a company and stuff. So hopefully, because he was at work today and I knew he couldn't do nothing anyway, so he was either going this evening after work or gonna try to handle it tomorrow. But he's gonna get me on the account also, so if something down the road, I'll be able to just go in and handle whatever needs to be handled, and not hopefully have to go through this rigmarole. I mean, I would have went with AT&T, but good lord, it was going to be like $123 a month to go with them, and I said, that's a little too much for me. I mean, I just, it being just me and stuff, it's hard for me to pay $123 to have a darn phone. I'll do without before I do that. I mean, I'm not cheap, but good lord, there is you got the other carrier there too. Not T-Mobile, but it's a crowd that's owned by T-Mobile, where they ain't like $60 a month. But I heard their service wasn't any good. I mean, whatever I get, I want to be able to talk without dropping signal, and hopefully, I get on this 5G places where I was losing y'all when I go mobile out here live and stuff. Hopefully, that'll get better once I get this new phone. At least that's what I'm hoping. Now, whether that changes or not, I'll find out when I get the phone. But that's why I'm not mobile tonight, because don't have no service on this anymore. So I doing a live show from home, which is fine. Scott says, Jeff, you didn't get your phone figured out. I'll run a string down the mountain, and we use Kansas. Hey, yeah, we'll run a string from West Jefferson down here to Lenore, and we'll just talk that way, and then it won't cost neither one of us anything. Natalie's laughing. Tom says, I don't blame you, Virginia. We have Verizon, and I've never had any issues with them. I guess depends on where you are. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we hadn't had any here either till this darn new salesman come along about 3 months ago, right when I started getting texts saying, hey, my phone was going to get service cut from it by December 22nd. Sure enough, today's 22nd. And this and that. And he tried going through the salesperson at first, but then that guy been jerking around, but now he's going to go down to the main place, and I guess jerk a knot in a few tails, as he puts it. Jerk a knot in somebody's tail. Virginia says, hubby didn't have a 5G phone, so it had to be changed. I got him a new phone with unlimited coverage, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that last word there, Virginia. I don't want to butcher it. Pay us $30 a month. Yeah, that's and like I said, I know there's cheaper plans out there. I get that, but as far as like, since I'm doing YouTube live, I want to at least be able to give y'all a decent show when I am out mobile to the best of my ability. And I knew if I went with the cheaper crowd, that I'd be probably not happy and taking a chance on things not working right, or possibly even worse than what's happening to me here now, with where like this phone won't hold charge hardly anymore. I'm surprised it's still even on, and things of that nature. I mean, I want to at least have something though that will, give a good picture and a good signal, and in case I'm out riding around instead of just having to do a live show here at home all the time. I mean, I know y'all don't mind that, but I know y'all like it when all of us get out and about and show you different scenery. You know, if we can do it. Oh, pay less. Hey, I didn't think that was a word, but that's what I was trying to. She's meaning she pays less than $30 a month. Ed says, Virginia, I have a friend that is in a nursing home. What kind of phone and plan is that you got for your husband? I'm going to guess, well, I'll let Virginia answer that, but I probably got an idea of what she's got. Natalie says, must be a zip code thing. They're using zip codes for other things as well to either deny you or supply you. So, yeah, that's right. You're right about that. Get up here. Come on. They're going to want to see you too. Get up here. Come here. Come here, because I'm caught up with the chat at the moment. It's hard for me to talk to them and pay attention to you and keep up with the chat. I can't multitask for nothing. And don't care to tell you that either. Just speaking the truth. That way I can't be made fun of it. Because I'm already telling on myself. Virginia says, Eddie, I got it through Jitterbug, through Lively, went through AARP. I was going to guess either that or the other one. There's another one also. Consumer Cellular. I think it's the other one. I believe it's what it's called. But it's like Jitterbug. But yeah, that's pretty much why I went live tonight, because I knew I had friends in here that's got my number. And so that way you guys that do have my contact number and stuff, y'all will know. Just I will send y'all a text when I'm back up and running, and let you know that way. I'll make sure I do that. Get numbers stored. My number is supposedly staying the same, so I'm kind of glad about that too. That was the other thing. If I'd have got my own plan, I'd have had to get a whole new number. Well, that would have been. I know you wouldn't give me a kiss. That would have been another fiasco I'd have had to do, because I'd have had to tell all you guys, then tell the bank, tell the bill collectors, tell the campground, and whoever else. You know, I'd had to update everything. So hopefully I'm not going to have to do that. I wrote Ed, but this darn speller keeps changing words. Yeah, Virginia, hey, between the spell check and the our fat fingers and stuff, we understand. I mean, we understand. And Jimmy, you know, he talks into his phone, and sometimes it'll spit out stuff that he didn't say, and he'll get mad at it too. Ed says, it's okay, Virginia. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Just call me for supper. There you go, Virginia. You can call him whatever you want to, but gotta call him when supper's ready also. Scott says there's several carriers like Boost Mobile that won't work here in the mountain. Right. So Scott knows exactly what I'm talking about. If it doesn't work here, chances it won't work in Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg. That's right, Scott. Yo, Eric, Smoky Mountain family is in the house. Hey, buddy. I hope y'all are doing good. I hope everybody's back healthy and everything. I know y'all been fighting the health mess also, getting tongue-tied. I hope everything's good with you and your family and stuff. Thanks for coming in, too. Okay, Virginia uses a stylus instead of her fingers. And then Leslie says, I have Boost. I really love it. We've had no issues, and we've been with them at least 10 years. Yeah. See, and I know your phone works in Pigeon Forge too, I guess. But I don't know if it's like what Natalie was saying, if it's got to do with zip codes or how all that mess works. But like Scott's saying, though, boost over here where I'm at, or down here where I'm at and where he's at. I mean, it'll work in areas, but not like everybody else. Natalie says, geez, we may have to go back to the U.S. mail or smoke signals. Yeah. Yeah. Virginia saying hey to Eric, and Jimmy saying hey to Eric, and Tanya. Everybody saying hey to Eric. And the Harvey Five says, "Yep, no problems at all in Pigeon Forge again." Well, that's good, Leslie. And then Smoky Mountain Family saying, "Hey back." But yeah, and Eric, I know you're just coming in. My phone finally lost all its. Well, I can still get text undoubtedly, Eric, right now, and I guess it's because I'm here at home and my Wi-Fi. That's what Rob was telling me. Uh, Probably how I was getting text. But as far as like if you wanted to call me or I wanted to call you, yeah, I can't do that right now. Not till my new phone shows up. And I'm hoping that's going to happen by tomorrow. At least I'm hoping. But other than that, if it don't, I'll get it when I get it. Like I said, I can still do the YouTube live, stay in contact with you guys that way. And then of course, undoubtedly my text working though. But I got to be at home. I'm sure. I'm sure I can't go mobile because I know I can't call at all. Even here at home, I can't call. Now I can do like the FaceTiming type stuff, because that's through the internet. But undoubtedly lets the text go through also. Didn't find that out till tonight when Teresa was letting me know that they got home all right. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, everybody in here, tomorrow is Jimmy Spencer's birthday. The Jim Spencer that's in here, he goes by Jimmy. His birthday's tomorrow. So if y'all want to wish him a happy birthday, I don't know how many in here knew that, but yeah, his birthday's tomorrow. Let's see. Dry Creek says we lose signal here and there in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Right. And I do too with Dumb Rising. Especially when the town's full of tourists. That's because they suck up the, I guess, signal. Eric says forecasting up to 2 inches here in our area. That's right, Eric. Y'all are going to get it way more than like what me and Scott's going to get. I mean, Scott's up in the mountains, but it's going to, the way it's a coming, it's going to hit y'all, hit up against the Smoky Mountains, and then wring it out as far as the moisture. And we'll probably see snowflakes, but it's not even going to turn the ground white. But if it does, I'll shoot a video at 3 o'clock in the morning if I am up. But I doubt it's going to amount to much. Scott says, Leslie, I would love to use Boost, but I reckon these mountains and hollers here just won't allow us to use it. And Virginia saying, hey. Dry Creek saying, hey. Leslie says, that stinks, Scott. Kicking it. Karen said, Boost would be my pick of the litter. Yeah, mine too. Eric says you should be able to call other iPhone users when connected to Wi-Fi. And I don't know if I've tried calling another iPhone user. I hadn't tried calling. Well, now Teresa tried to call me, Eric. Teresa Jackson. She tried to call me because I told her, I said, well, call me. I said, I'm getting you text. But I tried calling out and it wouldn't let me. But when she tried calling me, it wouldn't let her either. But we can text. So at least we can text each other. But as far as the calling part, yeah, they've killed my phone completely because that's on that 3G. And I've got a phone hopefully coming to me that will have the 4 and 5G on it. So that way I'll be updated and up to date and up to the standards of the world, I guess, however you want to put it. Virginia says, happy birthday to Jimmy. Dry Creek saying, happy birthday, Jimmy. Kicking and Country saying, happy birthday. Angie saying, happy birthday. Tana saying, happy birthday. Jimmy's thanking Dry Creek. And Eric saying, hey to Virginia. Yeah, he's going to be 62 tomorrow. Logan says, Lord, I hope we don't lose electricity. These kids have fits without the internet. We have well water, so the electric goes off. We have nowhere to go to the bathroom. Right, yeah, because the well water's on the pump.
Yeah, I hope y'all don't lose power, Leslie. I mean, y'all gonna have it worse than we are, because you're gonna be up there where what's it say y'all's temperature is gonna be? I know you told that the other night uh, on my live, but I can't remember what you said. I know you're gonna have single digits, I think, and then be in the negatives, and that wasn't counting the wind chill. Virginia says, "I wished I was 62 again." And then Leslie says, "Absolutely not, Scott." And then Scott saying, "Leslie, don't eat yellow snow." And then Dracrick says, "We don't at our place either in Gatlinburg, Leslie. We went to Bass Pro Shops and got some plastic 5 gallon water containers for that." Yeah, because Dry Creek's in the same boat as far as at their home in Gatlinburg. Uh, that way they have a backup. And I think Rob, hey, Rob, did you or Denise, whichever one y'all are on here, didn't y'all get a generator or was looking into getting a generator for your cabin there in Gatlinburg? And then Leslie says, "That's a great idea, Rob and Denise." And then Jimmy's thanking everybody. But I mean, like I said, I'm glad all y'all came in. Uh, I just I knew I'd mentioned about maybe going live tonight, but I was hoping to be mobile. Just show you around, go get another hot chocolate, something. But woke up this morning and realized I couldn't call, couldn't do nothing other than just internet stuff. I thought, well, I guess I'll be doing a mobile live show. So, but then I thought, well, I need to go live to let the ones that's got my number to let them know what I got going on, and so that way I'll let y'all know whenever I do get it and get all the numbers programmed in. Then I'll send all y'all a text so you'll know that you can call me, text me, or at least be able to get a hold of me. And what's crazy, Rob and Denise, or Rob, I sent you that message to let Teresa know about my phone. And as soon as you hit send, she had sent me a text saying that they were home. And she said that as soon as she sent that to me, she got your text. And she said, "Talk about the timing." So I got a kick out of that too. Uh, oh, vacation station's in here. Dang if he ain't. Hey, Jeff. Hey, buddy. Uh, tell Miss Marie for me that I said Merry Christmas. Because I know she's at work. So if you'll do that for me, and of course Merry Christmas to you too, but of course I'm going to tell everybody Merry Christmas here in just a little bit. But thanks for coming in. Um, Tom says, "Where are you? Where are you at, Leslie?" I'll let Leslie answer that if she wants to. Dry Creek saying hey to Vacation Station TV, and Jimmy saying hey to Vacation Station TV. Leslie says that's a great idea too, Tana. Back in 2008, we had a windstorm, and I'm betting on you. And the power was out for a week. We had an in-ground pool, and would bring buckets of chlorinated water from it to flush the toilets. Yeah, when Hugo hit here, we were without power for a week. Now that was a little rough. Now we wasn't without water, but we was without power. Angie's saying hey to Vacation Station TV. Missy, hey Missy, hey, thanks for coming in. Um, and then Vacation Station TV saying hey to everybody. And Tana says you can fill your bathtub up with water too, Leslie. Yeah. And now they saying hey to Vacation Station. And TME TV saying hey to Vacation Station. Virginia saying hey to Jeff. And it says, "Tana, you sound like you're pretty resourceful. You should like a pie. You sound like a pioneer woman." And she might be. She might be, Ed. And then Leslie told Tana where they're at. And then Druckert says, "We can't save water in the tub at home. We only have a
walk-in shower, so I have to save it in other ways. Now, when you're now, which home though, Rob? You talking about the one in Gatlinburg or the one your other place? And then Teresa TME saying happy birthday to Jimmy. And then Tana saying she's just been through it before. Yeah, I don't pray. I don't wish that on anybody having to go through stuff like that. As far as being without water, being without power. I mean, I know back in our ancestor days, they done without it. They didn't have the power and the water and the cars and generators and stuff like that. I mean, they definitely, I can't imagine how they got through it, but they did because we're all here. So they definitely got through it, but I'm sure they were some tough cookies because I know the generation below me, they wouldn't be able to handle stuff like that. The generation that's before me and then the ones that's going to be before them. They'll want the silver spoon and all that mess. If it keeps going the way it's going. But I'm going to hush about that. PB on the go. Hey. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Let me get caught back up. Okay, Dry Creek. I was making sure because I wasn't sure on that. Virginia says to Leslie, we did the same thing. We got water from the pool. We no longer have a tub. We have a walk-in shower. Missy says we definitely flush the toilet with pool water before. Yeah, I have to. Well, not with pool water, but I've done it with creek water. Or I've went and bought water to have to be able to flush the toilet with whenever my water's not been on. And see, she used to only have the well, but now she's got the city water now, finally. Leslie says probably within a few hours of us, Tana. And then PB, I saw where they came in. Leslie says, but Jeff, none of us can sleep without our fans. Well, I can. I know you can't, but I can. There's no way, especially tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday, I'm not going to need a fan. I'm not even going to crack a window or nothing. Heck no, I'm trying to stay warm. And Jimmy saying hey to PB, but PB don't get offended by that because he talks in his phone and that darn spell auto, whatever you want to call it, where you talk into it, it won't write stuff out right half the time. But but Jimmy's saying hey to PB on the go though. Dry Creek saying hey to PB. Team TV saying it's about to hit here. Our luck, we'll lose power. As slow as our power company moves here, we'll be eating cold ham and Teresa, you're awful. Lordy, yeah, y'all. It's getting ready to hit y'all, or either hitting you now, because I saw that on the weather. You're gonna see snow too, and Pigeon Forge and Knoxville and all until it hits the Tennessee side of the mountains. That's when it'll wring that moisture out, and it'll spill a little bit of it. It'll spill over on the North Carolina side, and we're supposedly going to see flakes at 3 o'clock in the morning here, but it's not going to amount to anything. And then Tom saying hey, everybody saying hey, and Tom says probably Leslie. William says after 3 bowls of gumbo, I'm back. So you got your belly full now, William. Scott saying hey to Missy. William says it's icing around Memphis already. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it because I know it was in Memphis earlier and it was getting ready to get into Nashville as far as the rain, but then going to change over to snow. And then y'all supposed to have everybody's supposed to be getting the winds though. That's what's crazy. It's the mountain. There's nothing going to knock the winds down. Everybody's going to get in on the high winds. PB on the go says, happy birthday to Jimmy. Virginia says, I hope we don't lose power. I have a turkey and ham to cook. And everybody wonder. Yeah, William was he was feeding his face, Ed. William was having him some good old gumbo. And then everybody's saying happy birthday to Jimmy. Well, it's not belated yet, Scott. Jimmy's birthday's tomorrow, Scott. And then Thomas says they postponed their Christmas dinner. And William Smith says it was good. Had to make myself stop. Yeah, you know it's good when you have to make yourself stop. I wish I know Dennis is at the fire department, and I figured Teresa would be on here, and she might be and just not chatting. But those Grippos, the 2 bags that she sent me, and I just got them Monday night. As far as when I got them and stuff, oh, them bags are gone. I've already ate them, both of them. They're gone. Let's see. Dry Creek says you want to autocorrect. You want it to autocorrect. It won't. You don't want it to. It will. It's crazy. Yeah, hell, I can't even read that, Rob. I can't even read that. But I know what you're meaning. You got me on that one, sending that kind of comment. I can't even read it right. Hell. PB on the go saying, hey to Virginia. Ed says, Tana, where was you at the blizzard of 78? See, I would have been 1 year old during the blizzard of 78, but I remember the blizzard of 93 real good. Still got a snowball from it too, and that's no lie. But I forgot to make this snowball of the one we had here just a couple years ago in December that beat the 93. Or it was 14 inches in 93, and then we got 17 inches here. Wasn't last December, but the December before, if I'm not mistaken. William says, my sister lives in North Arkansas, and they have snow on the ground. Yeah, and I saw where Dallas has got snow on the ground. And here goes the battery finally. Missy saying hey to Dry Creek, and then Angie Sue saying PB happy birthday, how's your weather? Tana says I miss you too, Missy, and everybody's saying hey. It's PB on the go. Is your birthday? Did I miss something? Is your birthday today too? I know Jimmy Spencer's is tomorrow, but I didn't know about PB's. I hope you're safe. Just watched your travel short. PB saying to Dry Creek. I haven't been on YouTube at all today because I'm dealing with that fiasco I had going on. Okay. Hey, PB, happy birthday. I didn't know about your birthday. And I must have missed a comment or something. I apologize, but happy birthday. There's Dennis. Hey, Dennis. She's had it, and she's done, now that you're in here, hey, she's had this thing ever since. And look, nothing. She's done wore it out. I mean, the squeaky's still in there, but she must have done that while I was having to fight with Dumb Rising today. She must have wore it out. Look at her. Because it won't make the sound now, so she's wore out, but she's still loving it. Here, get it then. Get it. Here. There you go. Let's see. Thomas says, Ed, I was at home 10 years old. Okay. And Vacation Station TV saying happy birthday to PB. And then Scott says, I know where I was during the blizzard 93. Yep, me too. And Jimmy's saying
Thank you, Jeff. And Thomas saying hey to Dennis. Dry Creek says it was tricky, PB. We slid a couple of times sideways, and Rob used to drive in this stuff regularly, so we weren't flying or anything. And then I must have missed some comments here or something. Oh, talking about the short, got you. Because I hadn't seen it yet, so I know now what y'all are talking about. Dry Creek saying hey to Dennis, and then Ed says, yeah, Jeff, the Blizzard 93, we were without juice for 2 weeks. Yeah, the 93 Blizzard, I don't think we were out but maybe 3 days of power here, and that's only because where my parents lived, their power was connected to like the main intersection of the stoplights and stuff. So if those wasn't working, we always knew we was gonna have power fairly quick because of the intersection and stuff. So that was just, by luck on their part. Okay, your birthday was yesterday, PB. Got you. Hey, Natalie, thanks for coming in. Merry Christmas to you. Missy says, happy birthday. I see. Ed says, and in 78, I lived in Sydney, Ohio, but we never lost our power up there, but it was bad. Dennis says, hey to Dry Creek. Virginia says, one of those blizzards, I was at work. Police were taking me home and got stuck. Friend came along on a snowmobile and took me home. Yeah, because it's hard to get a snowmobile stuck. Okay. Dry Creek's telling this is that's good. I'm caught up with you. Teresa, you got to try the Grippos. And Dennis, that's the other thing. Those 2 bags that you and Teresa sent me, the 2 bags of Grippos, they're gone. They're gone. They got finished this afternoon as far as the second bag. The first bag was gone after dang near the first night. And second bag is gone too now. So I've ate both those bags. I'm awful. Missy says, Blizzard of 93, I remember that first time I ever saw my mom wear pants, Levi's. She was so cute shoveling snow with us. That's funny, Missy. And then Timmy says, oh boy, the winds have arrived as well. And the temp is dropping. Yeah. When that wind starts, that means that temperature, because ours here where I'm at, our high is like at midnight tonight. And then from then on, it's all day long, even till Saturday morning when it bottoms out Saturday morning. Because Saturday morning, I think, is our coldest morning. And then after that, it'll start, it'll be cold Sunday, but then come Monday, it's supposed to start gradually getting warm again. And then I heard where New Year's is going to be warm instead of cold. It's going to flip-flop on us next week. Yeah, baby, it's cold outside. And then everybody's saying, stay safe, Teresa. Chris is saying, I was walking to work in the blizzard of 78. City worker picked me up. Thank bless your heart. I'd hate like crazy to have to walk in a blizzard. Larry says the barbecue Grippos are the best. I've tried the barbecue too. When Teresa and Dennis had the barbecue, I've tried that too, Larry, and it is good. But that onion sour, that gummit. I know it's Maui onion, and I'm trying to think of the first name. But anyhow, what they sent me, it's different, but it's good. And I guess why I like it is because I'd take the plain, Ruffles potato chips, but then I'd get that French onion dip, or they actually got a dip here, and y'all or some of y'all might have it too, or have heard of it, but it's called Hell of a Good Dip. I mean, that's really the name of it. It's called Hell of a Good Dip. it's got, like an onion flavor. And so with them Grippos, I'm not having to buy the dip. I can just eat what Dennis and Teresa, and it's like having dip on your chip and stuff. For some reason, that didn't sound right though. Leslie's gonna comment, I'm sure. Dip on the chips. Teresa, when this COVID leaves me, you'll get a package of Grippos. Okay, there you go, Teresa. Leslie's gonna send you a bag of the Grippos for you. I would, but I don't have Grippos here either. I know Leslie's got the connection, and Dennis and Teresa's can get a hold of it, but I wished I could. Missy says, my family, not including me right now, is Pentecostal holiness, so she always wears skirts. Gotcha. Dennis says, as long as you like them, she will send more. No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. I can eat some when I'm with you. On the next go round. Don't you send me any more, Teresa. Dennis, you better tell her. Y'all already trying to spoil me as it is. I ain't gonna let that happen. Just make sure when we go camping, you got a bag or two. Leslie says, my family is Pentecostal too, Missy. Spaceman. Hey, Spaceman, thanks for coming in. He says it's 41 in Bristol. And I'm sure that's, are you on the Virginia or Tennessee side, Spaceman? I can't remember. Ed says, Missy, I like skirts on someone else. Says, I hope you are well soon, Leslie. Yeah, I do too. I hope Leslie, I'm glad it's not really kicking her butt, that she's not feeling real bad. But now I think it's put Fred and Connie down a little bit just based off what he said earlier tonight. And of course, last night we didn't even see Connie at all. So I'll keep them in my prayers and hope that they, get to feeling a whole lot better and very, very soon also. Let's see. Virginia says, my grandfather was a Pentecostal preacher. And then I'm skipping over some of y'all's comments because y'all are talking to each other. Dry Creek's talking to Missy. That way I just try to stay caught up with you guys. Dry Creek says, thought you might catch it, Leslie. So let's see. Was raised Pilgrim holiness. Of course, it shows by my angelic. Yeah, Lordy. Tana says, I've had that dip before, Jeff. Yeah, the hell of a good dip. Yeah, because I didn't think, I figured it was like everything else where it's just in certain areas. Hey, TME, yeah, if Leslie sends you a bag or two or whatever, you're going to enjoy it. Because I'm a picky eater. But when Teresa had me try that new onion flavored, because I like the onion flavored dip on, where you got the regular potato chip. But when she had me try that, that's pretty good. Well, then the next thing I know, I get a couple bags of it for Christmas. So I'm not complaining. And like I said, they're already gone. They've already been eaten, however you want to say it. Virginia, I know you've talked about that one time, but I don't think I can get a hold of that where I'm at either. Because I know you're 3 miles from the factory. Let's see, Leslie. Okay, so Leslie's gonna Send you some Grippos, Teresa. Dry Creek says, Rob says during the 78 Blizzard, him and a friend pulled cars out using a 50s Jeep Willie truck, like a Willis. I know what you're talking about there. He said they pulled people out for $10 and made a killing. I'm sure, hey, I'm telling you, and the scrape blades on the front of the trucks, that's the big thing around here now. Like if I was to put a scrape blade on the front of that Traverse, I can see that happening. I'm not going to. But if I did though, I can make a pretty good living in that as far as wintertime, because everybody's wanting parking lots scraped and get paid good for it too. Tom says, oh wow, bet they did at Dry Creek. Dennis says, okay, she'll bring extra. Well, I won't argue with that. But as far as y'all sending that stuff in the mail and the way mail costs nowadays, and I know those chips are not cheap. Yeah, they better not be none show up at my house anymore, or I'm gonna be mad at you. Knowing I can't be mad at you, but still, yeah, don't do it. Just wait till we go camping, then we can settle up then, because I can make it up to you easier that way. Leslie says, I was the negative one in 78. Hey, William, thanks for coming in, buddy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Thanks says, I was 10, Larry. I remember getting to be out of school that long. I told the boys that if Santa's sack would freeze to his sleigh, his toy sack. Well, his other sack might freeze to the sleigh too, Scott. He might not be able to deliver any presents here in a couple of nights. Or he gonna be froze. Oh Lordy, don't tell anyone, Larry, we didn't have a license or anything. We pulled out a state policeman. He just told us don't kill anyone. Well, around here, I don't think you gotta have a license. As long as it's agreeable by the whoever's getting pulled out and whoever's doing the pulling. Unless if it's in a place, that's like trespassing wise. Other than that, if you're pulling out of a ditch, it's all on the person, whether they want the tow truck or they accept the help from a friend or a good neighbor. But now, like I said, I know it's different state by state. Okay, so see, now the sleet's starting at Tommy and Teresa's house. And then, hey, keep watching, Teresa, because it probably won't be long. It's going to change to the white stuff. And then Larry says, your secret's safe with me, Rob. And then Tana says, it's already snowing where she's at. Donnie. Hey, Donnie. Hey, thanks for coming in, Donnie. Man, it's funny how fast the temperature dropped. Rain turned into ice. Yeah, hey, Teresa. Hey, I saw on the news where it dropped 30 degrees in Denver, Colorado in 10 minutes. That's what they said on the news. But I've heard of that happening before also. But yeah, it dropped 30 degrees in 10 minutes. That's crazy. Larry says, Leslie, get me some Grippos. Hey, Leslie, you gotta get your hubby some Grippos now. Looks like y'all are not getting to go through any drive-thrus. You're going to have to go to a store. Scott says, Mike and Michelle, our home, our life, sent us some Grippo potato chips. They are awesome. I like them with ice cream. I didn't try mine with ice cream, Scott. Of course, it's too cold. But like I said, though, they sent me that onion flavor, and both them bags are gone. So I'm definitely liking the Grippos also. And I know I've tried the barbecue. I know the barbecue's good. Dry Creek says isn't though, Teresa? It was unreal earlier, the change. Yeah, it's crazy how the weather can change that quick. And the other side of town, the honey bun factory, sometimes the aroma is overwhelming. Yes, so Virginia's all around the food factories. It's a wonder she even wants to eat. If she's like my buddy that worked at the bread factory, he didn't want to see bread, didn't want to eat bread, he didn't want to have nothing to do with bread. He'd bring it home, but that was it. You know, and it's because he was around it all the time. I think Tommy's having to work tonight, Larry, but I'll let Teresa answer that. Virginia, see, and then I'll just lick you in the mouth. Well, there you go, Larry. You ain't get no grippos, but you're gonna get a licky loo now. It says, well, Jeff, I gotta get on out of here. It's been real fun. Enjoyed talking to everyone tonight. Merry Christmas, and don't forget your fur babies. Keep them warm and safe. Good night, all. Ed, thank you, and Merry Christmas, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. And of course, I'll see you again next week, hopefully. Before the new year runs into us. But yeah, you have a good night, Ed, and Merry Christmas. Larry says, please, Leslie. And then Teresa says, no, Larry, he took my car to the Opry. So Tommy has stole Teresa's car to go work at the Opry. And then everybody's saying good night to Ed. And Missy says, I got a thing of Grippo seasoning for my husband's stocking. I found it at a butcher's / meat shop. I want to try it on ribs or fries. Well, that sounds good, Missy. I'm trying to get caught up. Everybody's saying good night to everybody. He was only 10, 11. Okay, got you, Dry Creek. I'm with you. I didn't catch that part about the age-wise. That's what you're talking about, license. See, sometimes I told you, sometimes I get a little sidetracked or, not paying attention to what the heck I'm seeing and reading and all that good mess. Oh yeah. I was just talking about that, Virginia. How much those I wasn't gonna tell how much they were, but yeah, I've seen how much they were as far as the Grippos. They're not cheap. Real Flame Barbecue. Joshy is in the house. Hey, babe, thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. Okay, see, it didn't take long to go from sleet to snow. Teresa says it's snowing at her house now. Sideways, too. Everybody saying hey to Josh. And Larry says, I'll be getting a Grippo COVID. And then Chris says, our Walmart sells Grippos in Tennessee. I'll have to look for it at the Walmart in Pigeon Forge then, if Tennessee's got Grippo. I knew Georgia had it, and I knew Kentucky had it, and Ohio's got it. But I didn't know Tennessee had the Grippos yet. But thanks for telling that, Chris. Dry Creek says, what is this? Real Flame Barbecue coming into the chat? I figured I need to stretch my legs, Dry Creek. Hey, Lordy, that's funny. Everybody saying hey to Josh. All right, Scott. Hey, don't work too hard. I appreciate it, buddy. Merry Christmas. And tell Amber and the kids and everybody I said hello and Merry Christmas to them for me. Real funny, Missy. I know Grippo is awesome, and Leslie is awesome for keeping me stocked. Hey, well, that's right. Leslie sends them to Joshy. I was thinking Georgia had them, but Leslie sends them to Joshy also. And then everybody's telling Scott good night. And then Thomas says that she's got them, but she's only seen the barbecue ones. And I'm caught up. Well, I mean, I know Joshy just came in, and I hate that I'm going to hop off here, but Tootsie's getting antsy on me. I think it's potty time. See, she's digging on me. But hey, I appreciate everybody coming in here and chatting away and having fun and all that good stuff. I want to wish everybody in here a very Merry Christmas, and everybody stay safe this weekend because it's going to be cold and brutal. We'll just try to stay warm the best we can, and everybody have a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas again, and we'll hopefully see you next Tuesday night, and hopefully with a new phone. Been saying that for 3 weeks, but it's got to happen now because I can't call nobody. Good night, guys. Oh, let me get Tootsie up here so she can. But yeah, good night, guys. Tootsie, tell them Merry Christmas. Tell them Merry Christmas. I know, you got to go. Good night, guys. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, and I enjoyed it too. Let's see right there.